Hey, hey. Hold on, let me turn this fan on so the audio is a little better. Off, I mean. So professional. There we go. Stay. Um, as you can tell by the headline here, we have an activist judge declares illegal reentry as unconstitutional. Clown world. Federal judge strikes down the most highly prosecuted illegal immigration charge on the books. What this federal level judge, Judge Miranda Dew out of Nevada, she has declared unconstitutional that you can have an individual illegally enter the country and then gets deported. And when he comes back, if and when he comes back, it's unconstitutional to deport him again because of racism. What she says, and I'll read part of the article here. I'll link the article. Credit goes to Retka Law, who pointed this out. He put out one of those little short videos mentioning this, and I had to look it up. What she says, and I'll get into some of the details here, is that from the southern border, she noticed there were more Hispanic and Latinos getting deported, so it must be racist. Because it's all about, for progressives like this, it's all about equality of outcome, not equality of opportunity. It's equity versus equality. Huge difference. She looked and said, well, we're deporting more Latinos and Hispanics than Icelanders and Scotsmen, so it must be racist against Latinos. That's ridiculous, of course. Headline: Nevada judge strikes down immigration law aimed at illegal re-entry. Federal judge in Nevada has declared unconstitutional a long-standing statute that makes it a crime to return to the United States after deportation, calling the law racist and discriminatory against Mexican. I'm not using that term. Latinx, come on, nobody. The Hispanics, the Hispanic people in the Hispanic community don't even use that term. Mexican individuals, quote, the record before the court reflects at no point has Congress confronted the racist and nativist roots of Section 1326, says U.S. District Judge Miranda Dew. She wrote in a ruling issued Wednesday. Her order dismissed a case against a man called Gustavo Carrillo Lopez, who was indicted during the Trump administration. This is from the Las Vegas Review Journal. Why do you have to put in during the Trump administration? Is that a little dig at Trump? Continuing the quote, it is the first ruling. Oh, hold on, this is from somebody else. It is the first ruling of its kind, said Assistant Federal Public Defender Lauren Gorman, who argued for the dismissal. Equal protection challenges have been made to the statute before, but this is the first ruling finding it unconstitutional. Well, there's a reason that it's never been done before, because it's ridiculous. Carrillo Lopez was discovered in the U.S. in the summer of 2019 after being deported in March of 99 and again in February of 2012, according to his indictment. Under Section 1326 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, according to the U.S. Code, entry to the U.S. is illegal for anyone who has been denied admission, excuse me, deported or removed. What's the difference between deported and removed? Same thing, right? Deported means they drive you across the border, and removed means they put you in a catapult and throw you over the border. Or maybe the author of this article thinks it's too stupid to not know what the definition of deported is. This is the activist judge again. The amendments of Section 1326 over the past 90 years, they have to go back. You dig up enough stuff in the past, you're going to find some dirt. The amendments of Section 1326 over the past 90 years have not changed in function, but have simply made the provision more punitive and broadening its reach. Hasn't changed its function. It still does what it's supposed to do, but is made more punitive and broadening its. That makes no sense. She's saying that the law works. It still functions, and it's more punitive. Okay, that's more punitive would be the catapult. Yes, well, 50 years ago they would just take you back to Mexico, and it's more punitive is when they shoot you over the border with a catapult. It's ridiculous. The argument on the other side of this case was, I mean, I'll link this. You can read this whole thing. I'm not going to sit here and read. Okay. All right. The government, who argued the other side of this case, the government attributes the disparity to other causes. Specifically, the government argues that the stated impact is a product of geography, not discrimination. And the statistics, rather, a feature of Mexico's proximity to the United States, the history of Mexican employment patterns, and other socio-political and economic factors that drive migration from Mexico to the United States. Okay, finally, some logic. The reason we're getting more Hispanics over the Mexican border is because it's Mexico. And the activist judge wrote back, the court is not persuaded. Oh, of course she's not persuaded. Racist. The federal government's plenary power over immigration does not give it license to enact racially discriminatory statutes in violation of equal protection. Oh, my Lord. Okay, this is back to the progressive judge here. The racist history of Section 1326 is at bottom the history of millions of individual Latino lives ruined and degraded by application of this unjust law. Yeah. You know, incompetent plumbers get fired. They lose jobs, and they become dishwashers or something else. Incompetent judges continue to wield power. Okay, here's my obviously this is ridiculous and she needs to be replaced. I don't know if Nevada judges or federal level judges get elected or appointed or whatever, she needs to go. Here's my solution to the plan. And I spent many years in Texas, so I've been to the border more than once. I've seen what goes on down there. Now, it's been a few years, and it's only gotten worse. So what you do is you build the damn wall, all the way from Brownsville to San Diego, all the way from the Gulf of Mexico at the southern tip of Texas, all the way to the Pacific Ocean in San Diego. Then what you do is you build two, maybe more, but two primary Ellis Island processing hubs, one in El Paso and one in San Diego, where those will be legal entries into the country. America needs immigrants. It keeps us fresh, keeps us strong, keeps us vibrant. I get it. It's not xenophobic and it's not racist to want to know who is in your country. An open borders completely ruins the sovereignty of a nation's sovereignty. Redundant. But if Ellis Island could process back in the day hundreds of thousands of immigrants legally in a week, before the computer age, without computers and all the modern technology we have now, we can do that tenfold. Do not tell me we can't build the wall because of mountains. We put a man on the moon. We built the Hoover Dam. We've done amazing things, amazing engineering feats. We can build the wall. We have the capability, we just don't have the willingness. I had to share this for you guys. This ridiculous Nevada federal level judge in Nevada. It's a clown world. So there.